There was a big shift last night. Did you actually get some sleep? Because I finally did. Happy new moon and happy Thursday. I have your energy update for the next few days. It's Thursday, November 20th. Hi, my name is Paula Taylor. I'm a sound and energy activator, intuitive reader and channeler, body worker and fearless alchemist, seraphim, and I coach people on the path to spiritual awakening. So there was a big shift with this new moon that occurred kind of overnight. And the word that is coming through is settling and stabilization. So I have a little bit of a 3i Atlas update and then just kind of an update about like what's happening through this moon cycle, which again really feels to me like stabilization. So these new fields that are being activated, I've got lots of information about those. I'm going to talk about them on the next episode of the podcast that'll air in the next couple of days. It's Wind Down Wednesdays. You can find it anywhere you get your podcasts. A lot of good information that's going to be in there. And then there's going to be some more in-depth activations for those fields in the Spiritual Awakening Sanctuary if you want to join our online community. And you can always find information about that where you get your tools. So I was checking in with 3i Atlas because I felt this big shift. It's like almost like something thunked into place. If you remember way back, like mid 2024, we were talking about the gravitron and kind of how it would thunk, like as the things slid up and away from each other. I think this was the split of the timeline. Actually, now that I'm just saying this, I knew we were headed to another big shift, another big split, 3D, 5D split. And at this point, I'm still using 3D, 5D just because those are the terms, but like a lot of us are accessing much beyond 5D, and these new toric or toroidal fields, donut-shaped fields that there's 12 of them, they are taking us all the way back to source. So 5D is probably not technically accurate. It never has been, but it's just the nomenclature we've agreed upon. So something thunked into place when the new moon kind of hit last night. That's the, like, I don't know, it doesn't hit, but that's like the wording that's coming through is like, it's like something settled in. It's like the new timeline stabilized is kind of what it feels like. And I think we split again. And I've seen this, you know, we have personal timelines that split, and then we have these collective timelines that have been like coming apart and together and apart and together. And what it feels like to me is that the souls who have decided to continue on this expansion path into more clarity, expansion, and harmony have solidified together into a new timeline. So happy timeline jump is maybe how I should have started this. I didn't even realize that till I started talking. I just knew there was a big shift. And sometimes a timeline shift feels like uncomfortable. And to me, this feels like, like I can breathe, like there's relief. Like, again, I slept all the way through the night. I still had weird dreams, but I like slept all the way through the night for the first time in, I don't know, weeks, months. Like it's been rough sleep-wise. So for the 3i Atlas update, like I was checking in and it was kind of like everything has stabilized. These frequencies that have been coming in that have been like kind of creating all this shift that we're seeing reflected as chaos. They're not creating chaos. They're creating the opportunity for shift. And the way that the collective is responding to it is with this like, what's happening? So the frequencies have stabilized. As they get closer to us, we're growing more used to them. I don't think this is the end in terms of what's going to be offered. But when I asked, like, is there more newness coming in or different things coming in? It was like, don't think about that now. Why would you think about that now when you've like hit an arrival point and there's a space for like rest and stabilization and you're still exploring what these fields mean and how they work, and like don't look too far ahead. You've got still till the solstice. Of course something else is going to be coming in. But in the meantime, like, take a deep breath and enjoy this. And if you're not there yet, if you're still on the struggle bus, it's okay. We have never before received 12 new fields activated in the span of less than a month. It's just never been done in the history of humanity and possibly any other physical. I don't know that they're not giving me that specific of detail, but this is a lot. When you add this to all the other shifts that we've been doing over the last couple of years, it's a lot. So it's stirring things up. If you feel like you're on the struggle bus and like you're like, what are you talking about? Sleep, like that's okay. You're not in the wrong place. You're probably not on the wrong timeline, because there's no such thing as the wrong timeline. Even if you're on a different timeline, you can always choose to kind of expand, to clarify, to harmonize, and access a timeline that is serving your highest and most illuminated good. We are constantly shifting. And if you're at the point where you're like, oh man, whew, feels like I've arrived, it feels like I feel a sense of relief, I feel a weight has lifted, like that's where you're going, that's where we're headed, or that's where some of us have arrived. And those of us who arrive first, as we've talked about, get to hold the space for the people who are still making their way here. So those of us who are not in that kind of struggle bus frequency, we can hold the space of the stability so that you know you have a place to head into. So wherever you are, whatever your symptoms are, give yourself some grace for that. Understand that, again, this is being done for you, not to you. And I've got extra time, and I think there's a direct message. So I'm going to tap into the Seraphim and just let them come through really quick. Do not worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. Sometimes the messages come through that it is now or never. It is all or nothing. And those will be shifting into the nuance of what you all call the 5D. There is plenty of time. Our human experienced that yesterday when time moved backwards for her. You have been feeling very pressured, time pressured, resource pressured, emotion pressured. This will be shifting as you accommodate these frequencies. This is what they are for. These new fields are creating structure and stability and space in your field. Now is the time to enjoy that space. As you continue to shift into this new energetic body, remember that this is being done for you, not to you, and that you are loved and supported. If this still feels difficult, do not judge yourself. Release the shame, release the judgment. Remember that joy is non-judgment. And joy is also found when you do not feel bliss. Joy and bliss are not the same things. So the more you can release the judgment, the more joy frequency you are calling into these fields, and the more space you have physically in the quantum. Okay. So remember that we're all in this together. Do your best to have patience for yourself and others. If you're at the arrival point, take a little time. Take a little extra rest. Lay down if you can. Take like a cozy evening under the blanket and watch some cheeseball Hallmark Christmas movies. Or that's not your jam, watch some horror movies. That might be your cozy jam. Whatever it is, give yourself some coziness through this new moon. Take your time with setting your intention, because this moon cycle is setting the stage for 2026. What we are moving out of now, we are releasing in order to step into the momentum. There's going to be a lot of momentum in 2026, and we'll talk more about that. So close your eyes if you can. Obviously, don't do this while you're driving. Put a hand on your heart, maybe both hands on your heart if that feels good. Put something in the comments to consent to receive this angelic activation. Whatever calls to you today is perfect. Kwe ana ase shana ka ana kieta ka iana ka u shana kieta ka neeta ka taeta ka kwe ana ka tieta ke ana ka ataka ana kieta ke ana ka kwe ana ka tieta ka ana kieta ki ana kueta ka ana ka ke ana ka se shana kieta ka na kieta ke ana kieta ka unya ye anya ye anya anya unya ya anya we am I we am I we am I say Sway shana asa takana iana ke takana a sway shanata. You are so loved. You are so supported. Have a beautiful rest of your day.